Hello, boys and girls out there. My name is Jeremy Porter with CANI Property Management. I am with Miss Angelia Ruff, also, surprisingly, with CANI Property Management. And today we are going to talk about
Airbnb versus long-term rentals. And I've got another question for you. Ready?
Yes, I am ready.
What's the hidden workload behind running an Airbnb? I'm so sorry. I know there's so many stories on this one.
So many stories.
And one just happened this week, right?
Oh, the gecko? Are we
Yeah.
going to talk about the gecko?
I think we need to talk about the gecko. I think we need to talk about the remote control. I think we need to talk about so this. Okay, so let's generalize first. What's the hidden workload behind running an Airbnb?
Okay, well, for starters, it's putting it up, right? Putting it up, especially if you're into and putting it up. Sorry,
Yeah, no jargon.
Doing the marketing, no jargon, no jargon. What's today? Wednesdays. No jargon Wednesdays.
Okay, it doesn't matter. So,
putting it up on the advertising sources or sites. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it's only Airbnb. So it takes us, when we know what we're doing, approximately 2.5 hours to list in all the things. You want to fill in all the blanks. If you're starting from scratch, I would give yourself 5 to 6 hours because you have to put in your own personal profile as well. Now, back that Tonka truck up, what I haven't put in there is all of the photos. So we take photos differently from an Airbnb perspective than we do from a long-term rental perspective.
Can you give me a couple of, not all the trade secrets, but maybe one or two?
No, I'll give it to you all. You do it yourself, girlfriend. You do it. And then call me and tell me how much fun it is.
Yeah.
So, for example, when I take a picture of a long-term rental, a lot of times I'm just hitting corner to corner. When I do a short-term, a lot of times I'm hitting all four corners, and I might zoom in or get a closer up angle on some of the furnishings. Oh, okay. Zoom in.
Okay.
So some of the furnishings, I might take those pictures a little closer up so they can see what they're getting. In a long-term rental scenario, that doesn't matter because if there's furniture there, it's not going to be there when they move in. More than likely, there are a couple of furnished long-term rentals that we have, but that's not the point.
So hidden workload of Airbnb.
Hidden workload. So this past week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's go with story time. So it's story time.
Story time.
Yes. First one.
So we get a message from a guest saying, "Hey, there's a gecko here behind the garbage can," and they take little baby. And
we're in Florida.
We need you to come here and take the gecko away.
Geckos were here before humans in Florida, just saying.
Yeah. And I was like, how do we say no? Like, how do we politely say no, we're not going to do that?
So I'll give the scenario. Let's say we did say yes, we'll go. What's our likelihood of finding this gecko?
More than likely, it's going to move from where it was in the picture. And if you've never caught a gecko before, it's very, very difficult. I caught one, a few now over the past 9 years, and it's been very, very challenging.
So hidden workload. Didn't know that you had to be a gecko catcher. That would
Gecko
be one.
wrangler.
Gecko wrangler. So in this, let's bring this to close for this particular situation. Story time. We basically just were completely honest. Like, by the time we get there, it's going to be hidden. Here's some tips and tricks to be able to navigate around this lovely lizard, and it's not going to hurt you.
And say more. Okay, you can automate a lot with Airbnb, and even automate the locks and the codes and a lot of different things. It's a very awesome system, and you can automate messages. But what you can't automate is when the lock stops working at 2 o'clock in the morning when the guest is pissed because they can't get in and they need to sleep in their car because they can't get in because the lock stopped working, right? So there's so much that goes into it that we could not cover it all in just
this. The remote story, though.
The remote. Tell the remote story.
No, you tell the remote story.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it. 30 seconds.
No, you tell the remote story. Okay, all right. So we get a call. They don't know how to use the remote. So we sent our assistant property manager there with a detailed instruction. And not all these people speak English, mind you. So Google Translate does help in that scenario. The app does a pretty good job of translating as well. Um, but
So
yeah, some of the
we had
things
to
that
go
we
and show them how to use the remote. Yep, we did. So
yeah.
that would be it. So those are just a few examples of the hidden workload that you didn't know that you would have to become an expert at if you are running an Airbnb. Until next time.